Hello friends, welcome to all of you in this video. I am Avdesh Pratap Patel and this is my second video on the history of Chhattisgarh. So today in this video we are going to deal with the rock paintings found in the state. Without any further delay, let's start. So as far as rock paintings are concerned, they have been categorized in two prominent categories. What are those? The two prominent categories are, the first one are called pictographs. The second one are called petroglyphs. Petroglyphs. Now, what are pictographs? Pictographs are nothing but they are the direct application of colors on the rock surface. So when different colors like red, ochre and green have been applied to depict a particular picture, then they are called pictographs. So pictographs are nothing but the direct application of different colors to depict particular images. So that kind of rock painting technique is called pictograph. Now, what are petroglyphs? So according to picture design technique, okay, the petroglyph has also been categorized in three major categories. Now, what are these three major categories? So the three major categories are bruising, engraving, and cupule. Okay, so what is bruising? Bruising is nothing but the application of hammering and rubbing on the rock surface to depict different pictures. Okay, so when different pictures are depicted by application of hammering and rubbing on the rock surface, it is called bruising. Now, what are engravings? So engraving is nothing, and engraving is nothing but the application of carving on the rock surface. So when different pictures are carved on the rock surface, it is called engraving. Now, what is cupule? So cupule is nothing but the application of hammering on the rock surface in such a way that through big hollows, pictures could be created. So when by hammering, big hollows are created, and with the help of hollows, different pictures are depicted, it is called cupule. So in this way, on the basis of picture depiction technique, the rock paintings has been categorized in two major categories: pictographs, petroglyphs, and petroglyphs have been further categorized in three more categories: bruising, engraving, and cupule. Now, who discovered the rock paintings for the first time in Chhattisgarh? Well, the answer is the person was C.W. Anderson. He was an engineer in Bengal Nagpur Railway, and he made this discovery for the first time in 1910. And he was also assisted by a person called C.J. Wellington. So let's note it down. Okay, this is a very important information. So actually, he was C.W. Anderson. He was an engineer in Bengal, Nagpur Railway, and discovered for the first time rock paintings in Chhattisgarh in 1910. He was assisted by another person. He was C.J. Wellington. So this is all about the rock paintings, their type, and the people associated with this topic. Now let's talk about the rock art sites found in the state in different districts. So there are mainly 8 districts, 7 to 8 districts, where the majority of rock art sites have been found. Now let's start with Raigad. In Raigad, the majority of the rock art sites have been found. Now, what are they? So let's talk about the rock art sites of Raigad. So in Raigad, okay, obviously the rock paintings have been found in the most famous Singhanpur caves. So Singhanpur is a place. Kabra Pahad or Kabra Hills is another place. Singhanpur, Kabra Pahad. Next is Basnajhar, then Ongna. Next is Karmagad. Then there is Khairpur. Then there is Chapamada. Then Botalda. Then Bhamarkhol. Then Amar Gufa. Then Cheri Godri. Then Suti Ghat. And then Tipa Khol. Apart from that, there are other places as well, like Navagadi, Benipat, then Siroli Dongri, then Potia and Gidha. So these are the prominent rock art sites which have been found in Raigad. So the prominent rock art sites which have been found in Raigad are Singhanpur, Kabra Pahad, Basnajhar, Ongna, Karmagad, Khairpur, Chapamada, Botalda, Bhamarkhol, Amar Gufa, Cheri Godri, Suti Ghat, Tipa Khol, and apart from that, Navagadi, Benipat, Siroli Dongri, Potia and Gidha. So these are the prominent rock art sites in Raigad district. Now the next district which is having majority of the rock art sites is none other than Kanker. Now the rock art sites in Kanker, they have very peculiar names. Okay, so let's see what are those. Udkunda, Gadgwari, Kherkheda, Kanha Gaon, Goti Tola, Sitaram Guda, and Kulgaon. So these are the most prominent rock art sites in Kanker. So in Kanker we have Udkunda, Gadgwari, Kherkheda, Kanhagaon, Goti Tola, Sitaram Guda and Kulgaon. Now these are the main places. Okay, apart from that, if you go in detail, you will find that there are other prominent and peculiar places inside each one of them. For example, in Udkunda, okay, you get to see Devta Ki Kachhari, Adai Pahad. So these kind of structures you can find in Udkunda. Similarly, in Kherkheda, Naukar Gudra. Okay, apart from that, Balerao, Godla Gudra, these kind of structures have been found. Okay, similarly in Goti Tola, Okay, there are Panch Pandav, Nyar Tank, such kind of structures have been found. So this is Kanker, and these are the prominent rock art sites in Kanker. Now let's move ahead. The next prominent districts from the point of view of rock paintings is, let's say, Sarguja. Sarguja. In Sarguja, there are two very prominent rock art sites which are very famous. Those are Ramgarh and Sita Lekhni. So Ramgarh and Sita Lekhni are the two very prominent rock art sites located in Sarguja district. Now let's talk about Balod. So Balod. In Balod, there is one very prominent rock art site, and it is known by the name of Chitwa Dongri. Chitwa Dongri. So Chitwa Dongri is located in Balod district. Okay, now let's talk about Korea. So in Korea, okay, there are a couple of places which are very famous as rock art sites, and those are Godsar, Kohbor, Kohbor, Godsar, Kohbor, and Murelgarh. Godsar, Kohbor, and Murelgarh. So in Korea, Godsar, Kohbor, and Murelgarh are the three prominent rock art sites. Now, apart from Korea, let's talk about Bastar. Bastar. Let's talk about Bastar. So there is one very prominent rock art site in Bastar, that is Limdariha. Limdariha. Okay, so in Kanker we have seen that what are the rock art sites. In Sarguja we already have seen that there are two prominent rock art sites which are Ramgarh and Sita Lekhni. In Balod, Chitwa Dongri is there. In Korea, Godsar, Kohbor, Murelgarh is there. In Bastar, Limdariha is there. Apart from these places, okay, we get to see rock art sites in different places of Chhattisgarh, but these are the prominent ones. Okay, if you want to know more about the rock art sites and their specialities, you can purchase our book, that is A Comprehensive History of Chhattisgarh. And in this book, we already have given the list of all the rock art sites and their peculiarities. And friends, you will be shocked to know that the rock art sites of Chhattisgarh have a lot of special things which you don't know about them. For example, the rock art sites in which are located in Raigad district. Okay, the one of them is Tipakhol. So the human figures and animal figures which have been painted in the caves of Tipakhol, they shine in the night. Okay, so human figures and animal figures in Tipakhol shine in the night. Well, For your information, I'm here giving all the list of the important rock art sites found in Chhattisgarh. Okay, it is as follows. So if you want to know more, you can go and you can purchase our book, A Comprehensive History of Chhattisgarh. So this is it in this video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.